Hello and welcome to my Luminosity Yoga project. My name is Anya and this is the first time I'm not posting from Tiergarten. We're in Scorpio season and the weather has shifted. We've had an incredible downpour here in Berlin. So I'm recording this from home today. And welcome. If you haven't joined me before, this is a series of videos where I try to explain the energies of the current lunar cycle, which is the moon in Scorpio. The new moon was yesterday, and how that possibly impacts you and how you can embody that with the yoga practice and find a conducive way of dealing with the energies, how you can use them to serve yourself. And so this month is Scorpio month. The moon went into Scorpio on the 4th of November, and it was at 12 degrees of Scorpio. Scorpio represents fixed water. It's a water sign. Many people don't realize necessarily, but it's the hottest water in a way because it's ruled by the planet Mars and Pluto. So the modern ruler being Pluto, the ancient ruler being Mars. And so it is both related to the god of war or the god of strife, how we really move forward in the world. It's connected to our navel center. And at the same time, it is also associated with Pluto, the lord of the underworld. So these are some of the themes of Scorpio as well. So in terms of medical astrology, it's related to the sexual organs, the rectum, the excretory organs, the sacrum. And these are also some that we will be working with in our yoga practice, trying to bring more energy there. If you want to do a detox at this time, it's likely to get some extra boost from the cosmic energies. At the same time, if there are toxins in the body, it is very important to move them so they don't become stagnant and create more problems. Scorpio likes to go deep, and as in the story from the Crying Game, which you may or may not have watched, it stings where it hurts, and it's capable of killing another. In the Crying Game, it kills the frog that carries it across the water, even though it promises not to. And when asked why it does it, it says, it's in my nature. So there is something in the nature of Scorpio that simply cannot help it. Of course, that doesn't mean you should now feel bad about any Scorpio, and of course you also have Scorpio somewhere in your astrological chart, and you possibly have a planet, or definitely you have a house in Scorpio. Scorpio is related to the ideas of intimacy, trust. There's an intensity. Often people with this dark Scorpio flavor have very deep eyes, X-ray eyes, so to speak. And it relates to crisis, secrets. There's a deep fear of betrayal, trust issues. And on the, let's say, positive side of this, it's also really very respectful of other people's privacy. And it doesn't question to be guided by emotional responses and the value of those. It's good with, tends to, well, either be good with boundaries or have boundaries issues, but it also gets things done. As I said, it's a fixed sign, so that has also a stubborn side, like all the fixed signs. Another image for the Scorpio in mythology is the phoenix rising from the ashes, or often it's portrayed as the eagle. It's related to our deepest, darkest desires, there is a connection also in the season to festivities connected to ancestors, deceased, like Dia de los Muertos in Mexico, and also All Saints in Europe. Of course, Halloween is sort of a Scorpio thing as well. So where the veil between the worlds is thin, and we can possibly get like a deeper insight into the other dimension. So the specific new moon yesterday was opposite Uranus and Taurus, and so this will also be the signature possibly for the month. And an opposition always means like the greatest tension possible with the planet Uranus, which is about transformation, sudden transformation and change, whereas Pluto is more like about going deep and really getting involved in some possibly very unpleasant emotional disturbance inside of us. And we, by going through all that, like our dark night of the soul, we really transform and give birth to something new, or we are reborn as a new version of ourselves. Whereas Uranus is more like a sudden change, like insight or revelation, or just like a sudden breakdown of things, more of a volcanic energy. Uranus and Taurus, Taurus being the opposite of Scorpio, they of course are quite different, and at the same time there are similarities. Both, I think, have a tendency to be slow, and while, as I already said, Scorpio likes to really go very deep and get involved in the matter, in the emotional matter, Taurus is often or tends to be maybe more interested in the material matters, and not that willing, or at least not initially that willing, to maybe upset the apple cart, so to speak. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and so there's also a relation to keeping things pleasant and more in harmony and in check. So that connected to the planet Uranus is a contradiction in itself. So themes might here be also like control, loss of control, or wanting to control a situation that you cannot, especially related to emotional transformation or deeper fears. And there could be a lot of heated tension at this time. So all of these things might be useful for understanding how to deal with the energies this month. And as always, it is very useful to be aware of what's going on around us and within us, and to see if we can or how we can really take advantage of the energies. So as I said, it's very good for detoxing or releasing things, for going very deep in therapy, or working maybe on issues of forgiveness where we haven't been able to forgive, and look at that and see whether there is something that we can transform, or how we can transform inside of ourselves in order to be reborn. Also important to take the unexpected into account, and possibly sometimes allow for a little more time around things. To try to be patient in situations that might be intense and tense. These are just some of my thoughts. So just take your own ideas into the practice, and join me now on my mat. Just adjust the screen and move into the background. So just come into a comfortable seated posture. Feel free to use a blanket or a bolster. Just place your palms into your groins. Take a deep inhale, lift up. And then exhale, moving the hands towards the knees, and just repeat that. And once again, roll the shoulders front and up on your inhale, and back and down on your exhale. And then just turn in the other direction. Deep in and exhale. As you do this, turn the palms facing the sky, close your eyes. And just find a moment to arrive in your center. Scan your body for tension. And take a deep inhale into the tension. And release it on your exhale. Let it go towards the earth. Do the same for emotional tension, wherever that may manifest in the body. Inhale into it. Let it go on your exhale. And the same for mental tension, stress. Breathe into the head. And then release whatever might be stuck there on your exhale. Release it towards the ground. And then really notice the body parts that touch the ground. Let your in and exhale go through the nose. Close the mouth gently. Jaw relaxed. Take a moment to pull your pelvic floor and the tailbone in and up. Release it on your exhale. Feel the connection from the perineum or from your tailbone or from both to the earth. And imagine a root or two roots growing down into the earth. So on your inhale, bring the energy from the earth up and into the body. On your exhale, just release it, letting go of stress and tension and the energies of other people. So some of these tensions might leave right away. Some might take time. Just repeat that and be okay with that. Just give you a willingness for things to go. So this is something I learned from my teacher, Tom Jacobs, who's a fantastic spiritual teacher and astrologer. And you can find more guidance on his website, which I will put in the show notes. Just take a few more deep in and exhales, inhaling fresh energy from the earth underneath you into the body. And on every exhale, let go of stress, tension, and the energies of other people. Anything that doesn't serve you right now. Bring the next 3 inhales all the way up to the crown of the head. And then exhale back down and root yourself further down into the earth, really feeling that deep connection. For the next exhale, so inhale all the way up to the crown and exhale through the crown of the head. Take a few deep in and exhales here at the crown of your head. On the inhale, bringing in the energy from above, and on the exhale again, releasing stress, tension, energies of other people, whatever doesn't serve you right now. Find a long spine as you do this. Tilt your chin ever so gently. Find a long neck. And then inhale from the crown and the tailbone and perineum at the same time. Into the center of your heart, and then exhale through the center of your heart. And again, just do that a few times in your own time. Inhaling from the crown and the tailbone, and then exhaling through the center of your heart, releasing tension in the heart, opening up. And imagine you're closing the crown as if you're putting a lid on, and just inhaling from the perineum and tailbone to the heart center, opening the chest, neck, and shoulders. And again, exhaling all the way down. Open your eyes, bring your arms up on your inhale. And exhale, bring them down. Just repeat that inhale, bringing the arms up. Slightly longer exhale, bring your arms down. And inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale them down. And we are going to inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart, and sound an Om 3 times. Inhale. And repeat, inhale. And one last time, inhale. Bring your head to your heart, set an intention. So this is a new moon and you are seeding a new energy for this month. So with regards to what I've said, see which area of your life do you wish to transform, and where are you ready to go deep or willing to go deep. And you can ask for help from the universe to take you through this process. So just see what comes to you. Bring that into the body with the breath. And then exhale. Release. Rub your hands together. Your eyes with your palms. Take a few deep in and exhales. Let all the tension and stress from the eyes and head, face dissipate into the hands. And rub your hands together again. And place them onto your groins or ovaries. If you're a woman, take a few deep in and exhale. Again, let any stress, tension in that area evaporate, dissipate into the hands. And bring the hands back and rub your feet together. And then just find a cross-legged position. Place your hands onto your front shin. And I'm going to turn so you can see me better. So we're just going to move. We're going to tilt the pelvis. And in an exhale, actively through the nose. Inhale when you come front, exhale when you go back, and pull the belly against the spine. Come back to center. Just take a moment to turn the palms facing up. Take a deep in and exhale. down to a circle in a clockwise direction from the navel, Sufi circles. So we're really bringing attention to this part of the body, our lower digestive system, excretory organs. Bring breath into that part of the body. So the upper body is not that involved. It just naturally comes with that movement, but you're really breathing into the belly and the sacrum, the hips, and the sexual organs. And slowly come back to center. You can totally determine your own pace and do this more slowly. Bring your hands under your knees, and we just bring the knees up as far as we can, and then we let them drop. And long, deep in and exhales through the nose. You can close your eyes as you do this. And let the movement subside. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, bring the other shin in front. And rotate anti-clockwise from the navel. Pulling the navel front, side, back, side. Breathing deeply into the groins. Releasing any tension in that part of the body. Breathing deeply into the sacrum. And slowly coming back to center. And come front on all fours, or rather onto the knees. Make sure there's some space between the knees. Yeah, hip width distance. Flat shins, pull the shins down. On the inhale, we want to open up the groins and only bring the gaze up if that's fine for the head. Otherwise, look straight ahead. Open the groins and the front of the body, and exhale, come down into child. Rest the forehead on the ground and the seat on the heels. Just repeat that. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, coming into child's pose. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, going down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, going down. One more in your own time. And then we come up one more time and come on all fours on the exhale. Inhale, bring the heart front. And then exhale, curl the tailbone under. Cat cow just 3 times. Deep in and exhale. Really feeling your pelvic floor. Pull it in and up on the exhale. Release it on the inhale. Tuck your toes under. Bring your seat to your heels as you exhale. Inhale, come up on all fours. Pull the belly button in. Really feel the connection to the center. Exhale. Come into downward facing dog and just walk the dog on the spot, bending one knee and straightening the other leg on the exhale. Inhale, coming on the balls of the feet. Exhale, changing side. Take your time, breathing deeply here. And then walk towards the hands, and we're going to come into a forward bend and keep your feet as far apart as you need to bend the knees. And we grab the elbows from below And what we're going to do, we're going to, in an exhale, actively through the nose and pump the belly as we do this. So take a deep inhale. And come up on the fingertips or place the hands on the shins. Straighten the back for a moment. Release the head. Exhale, just grab the elbows the other direction, the other way around, and we repeat it one more time. So in and exhaling actively through the nose, pumping the belly. Again, place the hands onto the ground, straighten the back for a moment, or on the shins. Exhale, release everything. And then shake it all out. Shake out the arms, the hands, the head. And just pucker the lips and go 3 times. Shaking everything out. And then slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. Bring your arms up on your inhale. Hands in front of your heart. On the exhale. And just bring the feet hip width distance. Arms to the side. So bring the right elbow on top and just bend the left arm. Just pull the shoulders down. So it's like a half Garudasana arms. Show you from the side. So you have right arm on top, and you're going to step the right foot back. And just you can hear this is like at back foot is at a diagonal angle facing inwards. Breathe deeply, feet hip width distance. Just warming up the calves and the shoulders. Step back in, inhale and release on the exhale. We do it the other way around. Right arm below, left arm on top. So we have the right leg front and step the left foot back. And just breathing deeply here. Pull the shoulders down, pull the belly in and up. Just preparing for the eagle arms, Garudasana arms. And come to the front of the mat. Bring your arms up on your inhale. Come into forward fold on your exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, hands on the sides of the shins, long neck, half forward fold. Step your left leg back. Just take a moment here to pause, breathe from the stomach, from the belly into the back thigh. Place it on your mat. Come up, bring the arms out to the sides. Right leg is front. We bring the left on top of right arm. And either you repeat what we just did, or you bring the backs of the hands together or the insides of the hands. Pull the shoulders down, pull the hands away from the face. Breathe deeply, elbows about shoulder height. If you have any injuries in that area, be gentle and just do the first version. Do not force the shoulders, be very, very gentle and bring your breath up on your inhale. Back down into the pelvis on the exhale. Your arms down, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come into plank. And then knees, chest, chin. Take a moment to slide out the feet so you have long groins. Bring the hands back, roll the shoulders back, come into small cobra. Breathe into the back of the neck to remove tension from there. Lift the chest. Breathe down into the pelvis and exhale, release the forehead. Come up on all fours, long neck, tuck the feet under. Find your way back into downward facing dog. Move your hips from left to right, open the hips. Inhale, bring your left leg up. Exhale, bring it front. Knees or feet hip width distance. Come up on your inhale, bring the arms out to the sides. So we have the left leg front, right arm on top of left. Again, different options. Option number 1, just bend the lower arm. Option number 2, back of the hands against each other. Option number 3, insides, palms pushing into each other. So again, bring the hands away from the face, bring the shoulders down, elbows away from the chest. Breathe deeply. Be gentle. Big breath into the shoulders, up and down into the belly. And then release the arms, bring the arms front, tuck your back foot under, inhale, exhale, step front. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart, bring the feet together. And then just bring the arms front and come into a chair. And find a long lower back. Just bring the right knee on top of the left one. Breathe deeply here. Keep your gaze in front of you. And only if you like and can, bring your foot around. Bring your hands to your waist. Breathe deeply. Find a long torso. Breathe up into the shoulders and down into the pelvis. Release that whole thing. Inhale, come up. Bring the feet together. Exhale, arms down. Shrug the shoulders up on your inhale. And slowly bring them down. On the exhale. Again. One more time. And repeat it with the other side. So again, bring the arms out to the sides, come into the front, sorry. Bring the left now on top of right. Imagine you're holding something here. Shoulders down, long back, long neck. Breathing down into the pelvis, and only if you like and can, wrap your foot around and really squeeze the center. This time, inhale, we come into the chair, and exhale, go down. Inhale, half forward fold. When we step back with the left foot, feet hip width distance, bring the back foot on the ground. Bring both hands on the insides of the front foot, move the front foot out. You can come on fists, you can come on blocks, whatever works for you. Make sure the stretch is okay for your groins. Breathe into the groins. Pull the belly gently against the spine so you're not putting extra tension on the lower back, lifting the chest. And then just step back from here, tuck the back foot under, step back into downward facing dog. You can take a rest if you like in child's pose. Otherwise, come into plank. Knees, chest and chin, or just coming onto the belly. Inhale into small or higher cobra. So again, making sure it's okay for your groins and back. Exhale, lowering the forehead onto the ground. Take a deep in and exhale into the neck. And find your way back up, either four-legged plank or in one go back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left leg front. And then again, just bring the back knee down. Move your hands on the inside of the front foot. Just come again into that lizard pose, breathing deeply into the groins, pulling the belly gently against the spine. You can also move slightly in the hips if that feels good. And then tuck your back foot under. Again, breathe from the belly into the thigh. Inhale, bring the foot between the hands and exhale, step front into forward fold. Bring the feet together. Inhale, come into chair. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. So bring the right knee on top of the left. Either stay here or bring the foot around. Bring the arms out to the sides, the left arm on top of right, and you have the three options from before, and just choose yours. Breathe deeply. Really squeeze the center of the body. Deep breathing. And the eagle and the Garudasana, the phoenix. Breathing, breathing, breathing deeply. And then exhale, just release the arms. Place the right foot on the outside of your left ankle. Bring the arms up. If you like, look up and just feel that expansion in the chest and the heart. So yeah, it's also that courage to go through that big transformation, the authenticity of your raw and open heart in the Scorpio season. As Gemini breath said in the Inner Circle on Astrology Hub. But that was a beautiful idea. Bring the arms down. And we do the other side. So bring the left leg in front on top. Either wrap the foot around, bring the arms out to the sides. You might be wobbly, that's fine. Right arm on top. You can either do this version, or that version. Breathing deeply. Squeezing the center, squeezing all the toxins out. Breathing deeply. Inhale again, just transform, bring the foot on the inside of the ankle, arms up, gazing up, bringing the breath up on your inhale, down into the pelvis on the exhale. Enjoying the expansion, bringing the arms down. And then we bring the feet hip width distance. You can step your heels onto a blanket and just gently come down, sit between the feet. Elbows on the insides, bring the hands up. And we're going to rest the thumbs on the third eye. And let the head drop slightly as we do this. And we're going to do again like an active in and exhale through the nose, pumping the belly. And take a deep inhale. Hold a breath. Bring the tongue to the upper palate. And inwardly look at the third eye. Bringing the pelvic floor in and up. Holding. Release on the exhale. Bring all the breath to the ovaries and to the groins. And we'll repeat that one more time. Deep inhale, bring the breath to the third eye, pelvic floor in and up, hold the breath. Tongue to the upper palate. Release, bring the breath to the groins, ovaries if you have any. And release. And then we're just gonna come on all fours. You can use a blanket underneath your buttocks if you like. So we're going to come into swan pose. So we're just not as much as for pigeon. We're just going to bring the foot, actually the right foot to the left groin, and right knee out to the corner of the mat or outside of mat. If you like, you can slide a blanket here under your seat. Tuck your back foot under for a moment. I'm going to come down onto the arms and then going to rest the forehead. You can put it on a block or blanket if you like. And we're going to do that one more time. So pull the belly in and up a little bit. And we're just going to pump the belly actively 7 times and breathing actively in and out through the nose. And inhale, pull the belly in and up, tongue to the upper palate, hold a breath, gaze towards the third eye. Release, bring all the breath to the right groin. Lovingly to the right ovary. Find your way up gently, slowly. Come into downward dog last time. Change sides, left leg comes front, left heel to the right groin, left knee to the outer side of the left outer side of the mat. Tuck your foot under just to align the knee. Coming down onto your arms. And coming down, all the way down. Pull the belly in and up, and we repeat it 7 times. In and exhale actively through the nose. Take a deep inhale. Hold the breath, tongue to the upper palate. Look at the third eye inwardly. Curl the tailbone in and up. And exhale. Bring all the breath to the left groin, left ovary. Slowly come up. Bring the back leg around. And just take a moment, bring the knees up to the right, look to the left. Inhale up, change sides. 2 more times each side. Bring the legs then back to center. And make sure you're comfortable and warm rolling onto the back for Shavasana. Feet out, groins open. So just place your hands here. So rub the hands for a moment, place them onto the groins, ovaries. Then let the inhale float up from the heels to the groins, to your thyroid and your pineal gland in the center of the head, and then back down, pineal gland, thyroid, your hands, your feet. And release everything, palms facing up for the true letting go, the true release in Shavasana. Feel from the heels to the back of the head. Feel everything as one piece. And let it melt into the ground. And then feel from the crown of the head to the toes, the front of the body as one piece. Let it melt into the back of your body. Just let your consciousness rest for a few minutes. And then slowly come back to the breath, to the body. Take a deep in and exhale. Keep your eyes closed, just moving your hands and your feet gently. Place your feet onto the mat in front of you, next to each other. Stretch out. Roll over onto your favorite side into a fetus posture. And then slowly push yourself back up with your eyes closed into a comfortable seated posture. And then place one hand onto the pelvis under the belly and one hand onto the center of your chest. So we have the sacral energy center and the heart energy center connected. Just feel the breath under your hands and the energy moving between these two centers. and feel them connecting. Feel the breath flow up from the pelvis into the heart and open the heart on the exhale. Think about something you're thankful for. Just feel that in the heart center and in all of your cells. I'm going to bring the hands together in front of your heart. And we're going to close with 3 rounds of Om. And again, just call in whatever you wish to transform in that lunar period. Take a deep exhale and inhale. And bowing our heads to our hearts, we dedicate the fruits of our practice with all beings, without one exception. Namaste. So thank you all for joining me. And if you want more information what I do, you find it on my website. That's www.anyabaya.com. I put it also in the show notes. And feel free to get in touch to talk to me about astrology and yoga. I give sessions with energy healing modality called Acuenergetics. And I also see clients individually with yoga and astrology consultation related to yoga, or any other questions that might be of interest to you relating to these fields. Thank you very much for joining, and thank you very much to my teachers, to the London School of Astrology, to Frank Clifford, and also to Astrology Hub. And if you want more information on the monthly astrology, check out their videos, and especially also Rick Levine for his monthly forecast. Thank you very much, and namaste, and I hope to see you soon. I appreciate your likes and your comments that very much help me with the channel, and also spread the video and if you like it, just share it with others. Bye for now.